Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let Me Mind My Business, the podcast for the real nosy bitches who like to pretend they're not nosy bitches. I'm your host, Sidoni Francis. Let's talk some shit, baby. It's been so long since I said that. I feel so excited. You guys, today I am here with a guest that, I'm honestly shocked that I even got to book, which is crazy. I am here today with Char Masona. Say hi, Char.
Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick little bio on Char because when I tell you, I was sitting there racking my brain, how do I describe this woman? How can I even put it in a couple sentences to where it's interesting, but I'm not giving y'all too much. So let's get into it. Meet Char, social media queen, pop culture whisperer, and the creative force behind viral moments at Gossip and Hello Beautiful. I know y'all remember that Trevante Rhodes video where he was staring, she was staring, we were nervous, we were all feeling the tension. That's her. That's her, okay? Char turns content into cultural currency. I think that's the best way to describe her job. Whether she's on the red carpet or crafting scroll-stopping strategy, she's all about making stories that stick. So welcome, Char.
Oh my gosh, what an intro. I'm like, you talking about me? You talking about me?
I know about you. Listen, I was doing my research, girl. I was like, ooh.
Oh my God. No, I was honored when I got the email. I was like, oh my God, yes, absolutely. We're going to make it happen. Thank you so much.
I am so happy to have you here. One, I'm obsessed with you. I feel like I'm aging myself a little bit, I fear, to talk about a Gossip headline.
Oh my God.
Gossip has some of the craziest headlines I've ever seen in my life. But then you sit there and you read it and you're like, wait, this is good journalism. You got me to click. This is good journalism. I'm here. I'm ready. So let's get into you a little bit, Char. So I was doing my research and girl, your LinkedIn reads like a chapter book.
Does it really?
It really does. So I'm here, I'm like, okay, undergrad, grad school, you start this career in marketing, social media, journalist, red carpet correspondent, on-air host, Pop Sugar. You had your own podcast. You are the social lead at Gossip. You are an accomplished writer with 1,000,001 credits. Girl, how did you decide what was going to be the thing? How did you say, you know what? Journalism, boom. This is me. This is my vibe. How did you get here?
Girl, I don't even know, honestly, because I'm Zimbabwean, so I'm an immigrant.
Oh my God.
I came to the United States when I was 3, so... You're
Same
first
girl.
gen? Or
yeah, no, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. I was raised in New York. Yeah.
We're here.
Girl, I remember taking my citizenship test.
Oh my God. I didn't have to do that.
I did. Unfortunately, I was right at the age cutoff for it.
Oh my God. I just piggybacked off my mom. But anyway, so I was actually my undergraduate degrees in biology. I was on the pre-med track.
That's insane.
Because you're supposed to be a doctor. If you're
that's
an
true.
Immigrant,
that's true. Were your parents on that?
Oh, absolutely.
Lawyer, doctor, engineer.
Literally, that was it. That was it. So I guess, but I'd always been creative. I was in theater. I was in choir. I was always just running my mouth, honestly. Always talking in class, always,
Report
you know what I mean?
Crazy,
yeah, always. And my mom would take notes and be like, so she talks in every freaking class. And then once I graduated, and I took the MCAT, I did all of that. But throughout that, I had started a blog. I had started posting on Instagram, all this stuff. I was like, I really like this. And I had started a podcast with my best friend. And I was like, what is this called? Where you can just tell stories. What is the field where I can do that?
This is me.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, media. And I was inspired by a lot of people like Elaine Welteroth, Lindsay Peoples-Wagner. And I'm just like, what are they? How are they doing what they're doing? And then I just quit. And then I was like, I'm going to go get my master's in journalism. And that's where it all started, honestly.
Girl, I want to get into quitting because before I even get into the follow-up from my initial follow-up, I want to get into quitting.
Yeah.
I spent the early part of my career at Google. And when I tell you towards the end,
Google.
Sister, I was on mental health leave. They were working me so bad.
I'm sorry.
I had lost 12 pounds. My hair was falling out. It was really crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to quit. I had my letter drafted up, ready to hand in on January 23rd or something like that. It was supposed to be the Monday after MLK weekend. Girl, why that Friday before MLK weekend they laid me off? I said, oh. And I was upset for a second. And
not they laid you off on MLK weekend.
Girl, hate you. They hate me.
That is not right. You would not want that.
They said, fuck you, darky. That's what they said. But I was looking at it, I said, you know what? Severance is great. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for paying me out. But something I always hear people say, there's this viral clip right now. I don't know if you've seen Charisma at Charismatic Black Girl on TikTok. She was working a tech job and she was like, it's killing me. And she just decides to quit. How do you know when it's time to assert yourself and be like, okay, I want this other thing, even if this is the thing that's great on paper?
What? Come on, Oprah. Come on, question.
I'm sorry, girl. No, because I was like, you had me thinking. I'm like, come
No.
on.
To be honest, like, I just always thought, I was like, okay, I'm 30.
Yeah.
So if I was a doctor by now, I'd probably be making some money,
Not a day
living
over
the life
21 in
I
days.
want to be living, but I wouldn't be, thank you. I wouldn't be
Beautiful.
happy. You know what I mean? I'd always wonder what if. You know what I mean? And I never wanted to be that like elderly person just like in my rocket chair, sad that I didn't go for what I wanted. So for me, I did feel a lot of pressure because I wanted to make, you know, my family happy, but I ultimately wanted to make me happy. So I just was like, okay, you either are miserable or you just leap and see what happens. And that's what I did.
Shit. Well, obviously, big journalist. You have had some insane clips. Like when I tell you, I was sitting there, my notebook has like maybe 8 or 9 pages worth of notes just on you.
Oh my God.
Your interviews, you have this way of like bringing people in to where like they're vulnerable enough, but they're still doing their job. So the media training isn't like 100% out the window, but they're talking to you real freely. So for you, out of all of your interviews, what was your big like, oh my God, I'm in this industry moment. This I've found and created the job that I want. Which one is the one where you're like, yeah, this is my job.
I feel like I'm, when you say like big journalist, I feel like I'm just like getting started with so I feel
Meanwhile,
really,
I'm here like, I want her job.
I'm
was like, I
really
like what she's
honored.
doing.
Oh my God, you're doing amazing things.
Thank
You know what I mean? Like so I really appreciate you saying that because I don't even see myself as that.
You got to give yourself
Yet.
props, man.
I think I'm still working.
If
but
you count your
thank
impressions up, baby, you are hitting million.
Thank you. I guess the one where I was like, okay, I'm really doing this. I think it would be Kelly Rowland. I was already freaked out because I was like, I am a grandchild of Destiny. I'm a niece of Destiny. Whatever that is, that's me. So being able to like meet her and she really liked my questions, and then that interview like led me to more opportunities. I think that was it. Like I was like, okay, like you actually are good at this because I was like still kind of early in the game and. Usually when you have like an interview subject and they're like, oh, I really like that question. Like she was like that with me. And I was like, okay, baby, I'm doing a little something here. You know what I mean?
The right path.
Yeah. And I was just like a big fan of her. But I think that was the start of where I was like, okay, I'm kind of like doing something. Yeah.
I love that. No, there's you and then there's another journalist. His name is Nate. I always see his clips.
Oh my God, yes.
Nate from People. Every time I see him, I'm like, you guys have such good questions. And you can always tell when someone is like excited to get the question.
Yeah.
I know exactly which Kelly Rowland interview because I could see her eyes light up. She was like, oh.
She was
wow,
so
you did your research. Like she was like so excited. You, Nate, and Speedy. Y'all got it.
Oh my God. No, I met
Y'all
Nate
really got
recently
it.
and I was like, I'm obsessed with you. We had never met before, but I was like, I watch all your interviews. He's so nice. And
so
he's
like,
amazing.
You ate this. Like, you could just tell when someone is like very into the weeds of it. But to get a little bit deeper into your work, you were on the Sinners Press Tour. First things first, sister. I went to the Sinners premiere. I had never really seen it for Michael B. Jordan prior to this, you know.
Oh, you did it.
In my mind, that was Wallace from The Wire. Like that's how I saw him. I was like, this is old boy from Chronicle from that awkward moment. Like I get that he's the star. It wasn't clicking. Baby, I was in that theater. Him and Ryan Coogler walk in. I said, damn, that's Michael B. Jordan.
No, in person.
Sister, my coochie grew teeth.
And there's 2 of them in the movie. It's 2 of them.
I was like, damn, this nigga look good. Like, I was absolutely shocked. So, one, the fact that you were keeping your composure on that press tour, insane. But you asked Ryan Coogler a really, really good question, and I want to flip that question back to you. Okay. So, you asked him, how did filming the movie connect him with his ancestors and help his artistry? How does your work connect with your past and your background, and how do you use that to fuel your craft? I hate to use your own question on you, but when I heard that, I was like, damn, I want to know. Like, I need the tea. The girls want to know. They want to know.
Oh my gosh. Well, honestly, because I don't know if I know a lot of Zimbabwean journalists or just there are a lot of like African like creatives that we're seeing more and more of. I think I can see myself being or becoming the person I always wanted to be through my work. And I remember, you know, when you're younger and people are like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And like all that, that's such a difficult question to ask a child. A child. And I wanted to be like Kamora Lee Simmons because I used to watch Life in the Fab Land. I was like, what? She's just a big person with a deep cut. I was like, who is this fabulous woman with this fabulous life? She has her career, she has her children, she has all these things. I always saw like a mogul likeness in my future. And I didn't know what that meant at the time, but I always wanted to become my own brand. So I think when I'm doing stuff on social media and when I'm doing my work, I'm like, okay, this is connecting me back to that girl who didn't understand what it meant to even be a brand or even making money from being you as a
Yeah.
person or being a brand. I'm sure you understand that too.
Oh,
Like
for
you're
sure.
making money from being who you are.
Which is like
And
so
that's
scary. God.
scary, but it's amazing. And not a lot of people can do it. And when I was younger, I didn't know how to get there, but when I'm working, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm like, okay, people are recognizing me for me. Like, yes, I work at Bossip and Hello Beautiful. They give me amazing opportunities, but now people are seeing me for what I can do,
Yeah.
and I can get opportunities from that career wise. And I never really saw that for myself until now.
I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, all it makes me think about is like being a little kid. Like, oh my God, they would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? When I tell you, girl, one day, this is hilarious. When I was like 8 years old, I watched Grey's Anatomy for the first time with my granny because one thing about my granny, she wasn't going to put on no kids' TV. She was like,
Real
you know,
TV.
Esther was going to watch what she wanted to watch. So I was
Love
there in
that.
2006 watching that bomb episode,
hmm
you know, real deep cut of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be a cardiothoracic surgeon because I like this. And I said that for years. And then one day I woke up and I was like, I want to be a squirrel. I remember saying that at 10. I was like, I want to be a squirrel. They're fun. They move around. They have a good vibe. And I was like, I want to be an actress. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be this. I want to be that. And when I tell you, my mother was looking at me like, you're going to be a doctor.
Hello.
You're going to be a doctor. I went to college. She was like, what the fuck are you doing? What is political science? What does that mean? She was like, you are taking art classes. You took a dance and movement. She was like, Sidoni, please. I know this ain't my bill, but stop playing with my money. Like, please stop right now. And it's so funny to think because I'm like, immigrant parents,
I don't get it.
they don't get it.
Until you start making money.
Until you start making money. And when I got laid off, my mom was like, you need to move back home. Mind you, I had just like signed a lease for like a $4,000 a month apartment. So she was like, you need to move back home. You need to think about going and getting a post back and going to medical school. And I'm just like, why would I wait 15 years to have money in my hand? Why would I wait to do that when I could just keep being creative and having fun with it? It was literally not until like I took her out to dinner and I paid the bill that she was like, oh, you're here and you're accomplished. And I think like immigrant parents, they have that where they're
Yeah.
like, again, doctor, lawyer, maybe engineer,
Mm-hmm.
nurse. What are the other ones? Like, I feel like those are the big ones. Disgrace. Like everything else is
Just everything else, they
like, you
don't want to hear about
you
it.
don't
They're
count.
not having it.
Like, how are you obviously like this like renaissance, you know, millennial woman creating your own dream life? How are you engaging with your culture in this? Because even when I think about like my family, they are so Caribbean. They're like, where's your husband? Where are
Oh
your
my
children? They're like, this job is so beautiful. That's great. Can you cook? Do you know how to make curry? It's like, these are the things that I'm getting. And I'm just like, oh, wow, I have this very fulfilling, like, you know, Gen Z, new age lifestyle. You guys are looking at me like I'm a little off just because no
Yeah.
kids and like I'm not a doctor. So, like, how are you, if you are engaging in that space with like your parents, your family, like the extended reality of being a Zimbabwean?
I think my mom still has no idea what I do for a living.
girl.
Like she doesn't know.
She tells her friends that I'm on the TikTok.
You're on the
Like-
TikTok. They don't get it. It took a while for us to get to a point where she was like, okay, you're really not going to med school, like for real, like you weren't playing, like you
She's
that wasn't for play. Like no, she was very upset. But I think now that she sees that I can take care of myself, she's kind of like, okay, like
Yeah.
we're a lot better now, and she's like, will see interviews of mine and stuff and be happy about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm so happy. But as far as that goes, I feel like I just don't. People are really impressed with like seeing me talk to celebrities and stuff. But as far as like my mom doesn't pressure me about like marriage or like anything like that, which is
I'm
really
jealous.
shocking.
I'm jealous.
But I still think that I do kind of feel that pressure to like be successful because I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? And I didn't go down that route. So I think I feel that pressure, but I think I put it more so on myself because it's like people around me are accomplishing those things, or people like family, friends, or like graduating from med
Yeah.
school, or like doing those things. And I'm just like, okay, I have to be a boss. Like I have to
Yeah.
make this thing work in my field. But yeah, I think that's where I am. And also my friends are like getting engaged and married. I think that's
Aw. Let's talk about that for a second.
not necessarily a Zimbabwean culture, but like I feel like I'm 30 now.
Yeah.
So like
Let's talk about that because I am turning 27 this year. And when I tell you, I had a whole crash out like 3 days ago where I was like, I'm so close to 30. I'm freaking out. Because 15-year-old me, if you had asked 15-year-old me what 27-year-old Sidoni would be doing, she would have been like, yeah, she's married. She has a kid. Like, she bought a house.
Yeah.
Like, and now I'm here like,
We're
No
buying
man.
houses.
No kid. Them same brownstones that was $300K when I was 15. $3 million.
Oh my
Baby,
gosh,
I can afford this shit. Like, what am I
yes.
gonna do with this? You know? How are you like engaging with the idea of aging? Because especially in a field where like you're obviously public facing, like
Mhm.
you're always on the camera, you're like in a high stakes environment.
Mhm.
How are you looking at aging, specifically as a Black woman who is obviously in this more like transitional space with your job, your career, your life? How are you looking forward to like your older years?
Girl, to be honest, I was like gonna say I was gonna stop aging at 30. I was gonna be 30 till I was like
Girl,
80.
that's how I'm
Like
thinking.
I was like I was like, I'm not going up anymore. It's just gonna be 30. Every year is
Yeah.
gonna be like 30 junior, 30, you know.
30 years. Crazy. Like,
But I don't know. Like I think it is people that it's a blessing to age.
they say that, but it's scary as
It's a
shit.
blessing.
It's
and
scary.
I'm just like, okay, but like I am timeline based. They tell you not to be. Everybody's like, oh, go on your own
my God.
time.
The way
I'm
I
sick
literally
of it. I'm sick
sat
of it.
down the other day and I said to myself, I said, okay, I turn 27 in September. I would love to get married by like 31, 32. I'll have to have a kid before I'm 35 because like I want to make sure I don't have like any issues or anything like that. I'm like, okay. So I need to meet that man yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Last week. I should be engaged already.
I was like, I should be engaged. I'm getting invited to my friends' weddings and I'm like, holy shit, like this is getting real. And part of me was like, oh, maybe it's because I went to school in the South. And then I started looking and I'm like, hold on, these motherfuckers are from Philly.
yeah.
They're not from the South.
It
I was like,
gets
oh
real.
shit. Like, am I playing around right now?
It's so real. And like people are just like, you'll do it in your own time. But it's like you're constantly telling women your
Yeah.
eggs are literally going to
Literally.
be ancient. They're going to have
Mind you,
dust
sperm
on them.
gets worse the older you get, but they don't want to hear that.
They don't talk about that.
They don't wanna hear
They don't
that.
talk about it. But we hear about our eggs when we're like 10 years old.
Literally.
They're like,
you only have so many. And I'm like, okay. And just because niggas can nut until they're 80 don't mean it's good. Like,
what?
what am I going to do with that? You know?
I know. And so I feel a little bit of that pressure. But it's just like, I'm not going to just settle. I'm not even dating right now. I'm not even on the apps. I hate the apps.
I can't even lie to you. I hate the apps, but what I do love is the game. I fear I am my father's
Do you have
child.
like a roster? Are you a roster girl?
I wouldn't say I'm a roster girl. I would just say I have friends of quality, you know? Like, I wouldn't describe myself as such. I just think, like I said, I'm my daddy's daughter, and that is one philandering nigga. So, like, I love the game. I
Friends
love
of
to flirt. Like, last night I was out. Shout out South House. Shout out Tochi. I was out last night. I said, damn, this is great. Lots of eye candy here, and God forbid a bitch got a sweet tooth. Like, this...
I need to get like you.
This is lovely. Like, I'm gonna flirt. Like,
It's always good to have somebody in the phone. Just like that you can...
somebody
just like
fun.
someone fun and fine.
Fun.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, last night I met this man. He's like 6'8", girl.
6'8".
He was talking to me. He said, oh, you kind of short. I said, I'm 5'10". He was like, I'm 6'8". I said,
Oh.
Dad.
Oh.
I said, this is what I need. Some fun for the
6'8",
summertime.
something to look up
Something
at.
to look up to. You know, everybody's 5'8" now. So it's like something to look up to. Somebody to have fun with.
Yes.
Just for a couple months. I'm like,
For the summer.
that's my problem. Because I'm
Right,
like, oh,
'cause
I'm
we have to
timeline based.
settle
And I'm like,
down.
I love the fun. I love the chase.
The fun is fun. Like,
Fun is fun, but I fear I might be getting old. I fear I'm getting a little washed for the function. So when I tell you I woke up this morning, 10 a.m., I said, wow.
it don't hit the same.
two
Wait till
tequila
you get to
pineapples.
30.
2 tequila pineapples, girl, had me laid on the couch. I didn't even make it to bed. I didn't even make it to bed.
Girl, no, the hangovers really don't hit the same. Like, I need a full 24 hours
I'm not who I used
of
to
recovery.
be, and I think that is such a scary thing
Yeah.
to think about. But it's also like, oh shit, think about all the baddies who are like 45. Like, look at
There are
Beyonce. She's
so
pushing up on 45.
Oh my God, there are so many fine baddies. And like
So many
Tracy
fine
Ellis
baddies.
Ross.
Listen. Oh,
I always say, like, if I don't find the husband, I'll just be a Tracy
I will
Ellis
be
Ross.
a rich
And
auntie.
fashionable rich auntie with lovers.
Listen, a paramour, if you will. A paramour, if you will. Not even a lover. It's just someone
traveling
who
around the world with
comes
a
over.
different. Go to a man on each continent. Hello,
like that. I got an auntie like that. She's very fabulous. I'm like,
that could be my future.
she got somebody every country she go to, and I really do.
Listen.
I appreciate the game. That's who I call when I'm like, you know what, auntie, he got me fucked up, and she's like, then get another one.
Hello,
I'll be like, girl, what the fuck are you saying to me?
that is what I need.
Okay, girl, I want to talk to you about Trevante.
Oh,
I want to talk about Trevante.
let's talk about.
So, one, if you guys are unfamiliar with Trevante Rhodes, my first introduction to Trevante Rhodes was when I went to see Moonlight in 2017. I was a freshman in college, and they were like showing it at the Belcourt Theater in Nashville, Tennessee. And Barry Jenkins was giving a talk after, and I didn't even know who the hell Barry Jenkins was, but this real artsy white dude who lived in my house. He was cute. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come with you. No problem. I'm watching the movie. I'm like, oh, damn, this is getting really like deep. It's a little homoerotic. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Third act starts. I see one nice dark back hunched over the bathroom sink. Face comes up. When I tell you, I audibly said, damn. Like, I was in the movie. I said, damn. Like, oh, shit. This is a good look. Wow, God is good all the time. So you have this very viral interview with Trevante where you're talking to him, and baby, it's like all the words left your brain.
Girl.
But he's staring you so deep in your eyes. He's kind of fumbling too. And I'm looking like, oh, what's good? Girl, he made you into Goofy. It was like, like, it was like what was going through your head? Because I'll tell you one thing. I see Trevante Rhodes in person, I'm probably gonna bark. Like, I'm probably gonna
should have
bark.
barked.
Like, girl, you should have. Like, you should have.
I mean, that would have been better than what I actually did.
I feel like it was such a great clip though, because it was like you ate that. Like you really you ate. You know why? Because he was nervous too. He was staring at you. You see him getting confused, and you're there like, oh my God, wait, what's going on? And y'all are just, I don't know. It felt a little flirtatious to me. I fear.
That's what everybody says that it was giving. But in the moment, I honestly felt like, I was like, I'm flopping. Like, he's just like a person who, he's not a man of many words. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like interviewing him, like he was super nice, but like I felt like I wasn't getting anything out of him at the time. So I was just like, ooh, baby, like, I don't know what this is gonna look like when we post this, or like if I get anything from him. And so I'm in the moment. I'm like, okay, I just kind of want this to end because I feel like I didn't think I was doing a good job interviewing him. You know what I mean?
I think you were.
And
I think you're too hard on yourself.
Well, I am, but at the same time, I was just like, oh, this is a flop. But as long as I get a quote to like write about like whatever, this will never see the light of day. Like, but then I was like, I'm always gonna end with like a fun question. Like, I'm like, what's your guilty pleasure? Like, people were saying like sweets, like
I hate when
Caribbean food. You know what I mean? Like, people were saying like food, like cute little things. And I asked other people on the carpet, and then he was just like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you that. Like, that's what he said at first. And then I was like, oh, okay. Like, people are saying like chocolate. I'm still trying to like be like,
I would have had my hand behind that man's neck, like, am I your guilty pleasure, Trevante? Like, and
then I was like, okay. And then he was like, leave it to your imagination. And then I was like, whoa, I did not see that coming.
These bitches.
I didn't see it coming because I literally just thought that I was like, he thinks this is a stupid question. Like, he's so over me, like whatever. But then he just said what he said, and then I was like, oh, like I was startled because I was like, okay,
you're not going to.
I wasn't expecting it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like. But hey, I posted it after the fact because I had done the piece and like whatever.
Yeah.
After the movie came out, I was like, look at how bad I flopped. Like, look at how this man had
everyone's
me.
in the comments like, girl, he nervous too.
He had like a commanding presence. Like, his presence was very like, I was like, oh, I still like feel the like, you know when some men just have like that like aura. So I was just he got me discombobulated.
When I tell you, like I said, I didn't see it from Michael initially, but I've always seen it from my God.
I saw it for Michael.
Really?
I did.
I think it's because I know what Michael looked like as a child. I think.
Okay, but you've been watching him since like The Wire.
Yeah, I think sex symbols need to just come to me as adults. Like, I should never be able to look at
because he did grow up.
I grew up watching Michael.
That's fair.
Because, you know, it's like Chronicle was a huge movie in like my high school. Like, everyone was obsessed with it. Like, when he had the movie with Zac Efron, it was like, okay, great. Like, even the Fantastic Four movie. It was when Creed came out. I think I was like a junior in high school when Creed came out. And I was like, oh, this is fun. But I had never seen no Rocky movies, so I didn't really understand like, who Apollo Creed even was. It was just like, all right, cool. Shit. By the time I get to college, he's on every magazine cover. They're all like, oh my God, Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. But all I'm seeing is Wallace little ass with the baby beard. So I
it was hard to unsee that.
I didn't get the vision until I went to the Sinners premiere. And he walked in the room and I said, damn, wow.
You were in the movie. I was like.
I said, oh, wow. When Haley Steinfeld said you can't steal some of this pussy from one night, I said felt.
Haley,
like felt.
Haley
Shit.
Haley.
I understood. I was like, oh.
Even the scene with Wumi, with Annie, I was like,
your body ain't forget me. I said,
like,
ooh. So this is freaky.
this is hot.
This is nasty. Ryan Coogler, that's a freak. Like, he is
Ryan
nasty
Coogler?
as hell.
I was like, I was there
Ryan
at the New York
Coogler.
premiere, and I was like,
Ryan Coogler.
so it was very sexy.
Fucking nasty. His wife is on their third baby. And you know, him and Russell Wilson, get up off that lady. Get up off that lady. Girl. Movie was nasty as hell.
Wow.
I saw it twice. I said, I can't go back. This is depraved. This is depraved behavior. But you see, for Michael, I didn't get it.
Sexy.
But baby, at that after party for the premiere, when Michael was in the section, and you know, one of my friends was like, oh my God, hey. And I'm like, oh my God, hey. And Michael, I'm smelling the cologne.
Ooh.
I'm looking at the chain dazzle. I said, damn, Lori, you fucked up on this one, I fear. But she keep a bad nigga on her. Like, she do. But
no, I think the whole, like, all of his looks and sitters, and then that video you saw with the grills.
Bitch, did I see it?
I'm trying to be PR because I just talked to them, but like that
I wanted
video,
to be the girl so bad.
That video with the grill.
So bad.
And the fangs. Woo!
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Michael B.
Michael B.
Michael Bakari Jordan. Oh.
Hey, your twin.
I need two bad bitches. And they kissing in a ring. I need two. I fear. I need two. Oh my God.
But yeah, back to Trevante. Trevante's very fine. But like, I was just trying to keep it cute.
It wasn't even the fine that was sipping you up. You were just like, damn, answer my question.
I was like, please. Please give me that day.
Jesus.
I thought he, like, I was like, he is not. I was like, he is not messing with me. But
girl, you know he's messy.
It ended up working out because then I posted it and people loved it. And yeah.
No, I totally.
I short-circuited in front of the whole world, but it's fine.
It happens to the best of us.
I know.
At least you got some more opportunities.
It's true. And I have a story to tell. And they had me on the Sherry show. Well, the clip, not me.
Oh my God. I'm like.
And I met Sherry after and talked about it with her. So,
Sherry.
yeah.
I miss Wendy. She's Wendy Williams. We will.
Wendy.
We will always sing your name.
Literally.
We will always sing your name, Wendy.
Literally.
Oh my God.
Our foremother.
Our foremother. Well, speaking
For the yappers.
Our foremother here.
Yes.
Because you really are. I look at your clips and I'm like, this is Wendy's son. I was like, this is Wendy's. This is Wendy's baby for sure. Because like I said, you have this way of like getting people to really answer the question. Like, it is ridiculous. So for you, how are you striking this balance in these interviews of being this professional, but bringing enough personality in to where someone like a Haley Steinfeld or a Miles Kayan or a Ryan Coogler is like, you know what? Shit, yeah. Like, let me actually give you a little more because I watched a lot of the Sinners press tour, primarily because once I realized Michael was fine, I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep
let me do my research.
And your interviews are so different in comparison to some of the others. Maybe it's because you're coming from a Black publication.
In what way?
They're just way more engaging. Far more engaging. I felt like they were way more enthusiastic to answer your questions. So how are you getting in the room and one, obviously not being nervous, but two, creating a space where like this very acclaimed director, this very acclaimed actor is like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give you more detail than I would give anybody else. Like, how are you creating that?
Do you know, like, Sinners, I was terrified. I was like, this is probably my first like major, like Warner Brothers flew me to New York, like all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my God. Damn. And I was like, selected to cover it for all the brands for our overarching like media conglomerate. So I have the worst anxiety ever. I was like shaking.
Papa Zan actually get to work.
I know, and the PR people were like, girl, are you okay? I was like, yes. I couldn't even like eat breakfast. I was like, oh my God. And I was first. Like I was like,
oh, wow.
the first two. They were like, come on, you know what I mean? Come on up. And I was like, oh my God. But I don't know. Like I think that I just try to be myself, number one. I know that's like basic, just like be yourself, everybody says that, but and I try to just like connect with them like on a personal level. Like that's why I always try to ask something fun, and I try to do as much research as possible, but yeah, and I try not to ask something like basic, you know what I mean? Like I want to ask something that, you know, will make them think, you know what I mean? And that's hard.
Okay, wait, girl, I got a question for you then. What's something you wished you had asked on the Sinners press tour?
So we were supposed to they switched. So they had two groups of press, and they had a morning group and an afternoon group. We were supposed to have different pairings that we ended up having for the morning group. So they were like, actually, you're not gonna have Ryan. I was supposed to have Ryan and Michael together, and then they ended up giving me Ryan and Miles. And then I'd already prepped all of my questions for Ryan and Michael, so I was like, freaked out. So I wish that I gotten a chance to talk to Ryan and Michael together, because I would have asked them if they hadn't met, how they feel like their careers would have been impacted.
Ooh.
That's what I wanted to ask them.
Oh my God. That is something I actually thought about recently.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, like Ryan Coogler do not play about Michael B. Jordan. Like
he's been in every single one of his movies.
Every single one of his movies, from Fruitvale Station to now. It's insane. Yeah. He's even a producer on things that Michael, that like he's not directing.
Yeah.
Like, he was a producer on Creed 3, Creed 2. I was like, oh wow, like you're so locked.
They're like Tarantino. They're like,
and what's his name?
Let me stop acting like I know what
like
I'm
Scorsese
like, and
DiCaprio,
yeah,
you know, like
what are you talking about?
They're like Scorsese and DiCaprio, you know,
yes,
Tyler Perry and the man,
or Denzel and Spike Lee, or like, you know what I mean?
Denzel
like
and Spike.
That's what they're giving. But yeah, I would have loved to ask them that. Yeah. And I was supposed to have Haley and Wumi together, but I ended up having Haley, Wumi, and Michael. So I would have asked them.
Honestly,
different things.
Haley and Wumi, the thing about Sinners that's so interesting to me, I saw all the discourse where everyone's like, oh, I thought Annie was his mom. Why'd you think that? Because
don't
she was
piss me
dark
off.
and thick? Is that why you thought that?
Don't piss me off.
Because I'm like, I'm sorry. He came up in here.
And they had...
Dead baby, first scene. He walks in. She's talking about, you got the mojo bag. Y'all ain't feel that?
And they had chemistry.
I was in there like, oh, God. I was... My heart was fluttering.
They were so hot.
Coochie was sweating. I was like, oh my God, this is freaky.
I was like, I need a minute.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to be doing the research for this junket because the junket was the next day. Yeah. But I said, ooh.
Listen, Ryan Coogler, the man you are. I would love to see a romance movie from Ryan Coogler.
Can you imagine?
Like an epic romance movie, like something real solid. He's a lover.
Did you see what he said about his wife recently?
I did.
I was like, oh my
for context, if you guys don't know, Ryan Coogler was like, he's known his wife forever and he can't wait to like, he just wants to keep loving her.
I know.
He's obsessed with her.
He's like, I could spend the whole day with her and it just wouldn't feel like it was enough. I said, this is why we don't settle.
This is why we don't settle.
Okay, I want somebody to say that about me.
I must stay vigilant.
Instead, we're getting WYD warriors in our text every day.
Stop. You ate today? Yes. Grand Rising Queen. Grand Rising Queen. How are you, my sister?
Save us.
It's just like, oh God. Save me from senseless nigga babble. I hate it.
Don't speak to me in acronyms.
Oh my God. It's like that and like hashtag abbreviation conversations. It's like who should pay for what? I don't give a fuck.
The 50-50 on a date.
50-50 debates will never even. They don't even get to
over
touch
it.
My mind at this point. Because I'm just like...
It's the CIA.
I think...
It's the CIA.
My hottest
take... Trying to split the community.
My hottest take is that the senseless nigga babble that happens on Twitter, say from like the 25th of each month to right around the 2nd, pretty much the period where like your property management alerts you that your rent is due, and then you must, acquire the money in the next 7 days. I think all of the discourse that comes up is like literally a plot from Ronald Reagan to like terrorize the Black community and keep us down. Like I'm convinced because it's the same shit every month.
Like crack.
Like the only thing that was new was like 100 men versus one gorilla. That was exciting.
That was entertaining.
I did enjoy that, but everything else truly senseless.
No, they're trying to split us up. The government. Something's going on.
I called it the other day to one of my friends. I said, "This is baboon banter." I was like, "I don't like this shit. Like I'm getting fucked."
What do people call it? Like coon conversation.
They're gonna be listening to this like anti-Black, and I'm just like, no, I'm just like, some of y'all need to shut the fuck up. Like,
why are we
like
having
that
the same
video of that girl where she's like,
conversation?
some of y'all are too woke. That friend that's too woke. I'm like, some of y'all are too woke, and some of y'all are not too woke. I think we all need to shut the fuck up.
But sometimes I jump in on the coon combos. Like, remember that 48 oyster, the girl who had like 48
No, the 48 oyster girl, that was so fucking greedy. That was so fucking greedy.
I respect her though.
But I respect it. I respect it because if I was hungry, 48 oysters though is so crazy. It's a crazy amount. Like to slurp 48 oysters.
And she had like 4 lemon drops
or something. 4 lemon drops. She had wings. Like
crazy.
Big Mama, your arm. Like, what are you doing? Like,
oh my God. But sometimes I will participate in the banter because sometimes it's funny. But like,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. You're fucking hilarious.
Okay, but for Lemon Drops, she had a great night. I hope he could have had a great night too.
He didn't even pay for it though. He left. He was like, I have to go. He was pissed. He was so pissed. Okay, so all right, you've had all these really cool interviews, great vibes. Who is someone that is on your bucket list where you're like, I need to get in the room with them because I have a
Beyonce
question for them? Okay, not Beyonce because everybody.
You said that you
it's
never
always
will.
gonna be-
You never will.
No, because it's always going to be
She'll
Beyonce.
never talk to you.
No, Beyonce might talk to you. You never
She
know.
never talk to
You
anybody.
never know.
I mean, she did talk at the Grammys.
That was shocking.
But yeah, she won Album of the Year. She was like, I'll give y'all a little.
And she gave it
A little
to Kevin
soundbite.
Frazier at ET.
Yeah.
You know that's been her baby
That's-
for
yeah,
20 years. Like,
Exactly.
she please.
And then she did that cute, like the Beehive is buzzing. That one, but it was a cute. But yeah, it would definitely be Beyonce, but she's never gonna talk to me. Maybe Blue. Niece.
Shout out to Ivy League.
Shout out to the Ivy League.
Shout out to Ivy League. Niece.
But I would love to interview Oprah because I'm inspired by her career.
I am too. People give Oprah a lot of shit, but I
They really
love me some
do.
Oprah.
And she's done so many amazing things. Like the fact that she's been an actress too and like started her own network. She has a magazine. Like those are the type of women that inspire me that aren't boxed into one thing. You know what I mean?
I feel like you would start interviewing Oprah and Oprah would flip the script and be like, give me the cards.
Oh yeah, she would interview me.
She'd be
Like,
like-
were you silent or silenced? She would give me one of those. But
I
yeah,
really want to know if she wrote that or if that just came.
I don't know, but she.
Because
One of the conversations on Twitter. You see the one where like when you gagged, when the interviewer was gagged. Have you been seeing that?
I have been
I
seeing
need to put
that.
my Trevante clip in that. I'm like, well, he gagged me, but yeah.
Seeing that. Like,
But they used that Oprah clip as an example.
yeah.
But you know who else would I like to interview? Martha Stewart.
My favorite little felon.
Did you?
I love
watch the
her.
documentary?
I love her.
I was like, why am I such a Martha Stewart fan? I never knew this much about
when
that
she was
lady.
talking about her husband, I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Like,
Yes.
Martha Stewart, the woman.
She was cheating on her
is.
husband
And you know what? I support women's rights and their wrongs.
and her wrongs. But she was like, it was not like real cheating.
It's not.
She said what he did to me was real cheating. But that little kiss, I was like, an icon.
I feel you got to get your
And she was
respect
like
sometimes.
knitting sweaters and stuff in prison and like, what is it? Gardening? What is it called? She was doing the gardens
No,
with the,
Martha
in the
was
prison?
doing real white collar crime.
Real white collar.
But I respect it.
I love
a
her.
white collar criminal. I
love her.
I love a white collar criminal.
But yes, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, hopefully that's in your next chapter. You know, that's in the book of Char.
She's still talking to people, but
You
I
never
mean,
know. There are a ton of people who say they don't talk to people, then they sit down and they start talking to motherfuckers.
That's
So, what you mean? Harry and Meghan
true.
be like, I don't talk to people. Y'all talk to Oprah.
Yeah.
What you mean? So
Yeah, I'm trying to think
Here
of
we
other
are.
people, like besides like Beyonce.
everybody
Oh
wants
my
to meet
God.
Beyonce. Like I met her one time when I was like in high school.
You met her?
Yeah, when it was like right after they had Blue, they were living in Park Slope, and like she was just like walking down the street with her bodyguard, and I was just like fresh out of high school, like,
Oh my
fresh
God,
out for the
what'd you
day.
say to her?
I saw her from across the street. I said, Beyonce, I love you. And she was like, thank you. I was like, okay, oh my God. And like my friends were like, oh my God, oh my God. It was really like, it was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
And when I tell you, this was like, we saw her for a second time in like, I think it was like July or August of 2013. We went to Coney Island for the day. And we were like, oh,
you were not there when
yes.
she was filming EXO.
Yes, we went to Coney Island for the day because it was just like standard Brooklyn kid shit to do. And when I tell you, one of my friends calls me and she's like, Beyonce's on fucking Boardwalk. And I'm like, who? Because like there was this other girl who named Beyonce who went to like go.
Wait, you knew a girl named Beyonce?
Yeah, her name was Beyonce. She was named after the singer. So I was like, why the fuck is?
Fun
I
fact:
was like, who?
there are a lot of Zimbabweans. Like my mom
Yeah.
told me, like they like when Beyonce was like
No,
first came out, like
everyone
there
I
were a
know
lot of
is named Beyonce.
Zimbabwean Beyonce,
Every single person.
and they like cut it off. They call her Bio. Like
That's
hi
hilarious.
Bio. Like
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
But continue.
No, when I tell you, I was like, Beyonce who? She said, Beyonce, bitch. Oh my God, when I tell you, running in sand is no joke. But baby, I was like, boom, 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 hitting
Oh
it just to
my
get a
gosh.
glimpse of that lady. Imagine my shock when 6 months later, that same friend wakes me up out my sleep on a Friday night when I'm asleep. Because you know my mom ain't let me go nowhere on a Friday night. And she's like, Beyonce dropped the album. And I'm like, Beyonce did what?
That was
Huh?
an amazing night. December 13th, 2013.
Baby, I opened up iTunes. That was the first album I ever bought. I had
I had
$20
no money.
on my little Chase High School checking. I spent $17.99.
It was $17.99.
$17.99.
It was. I will never forget. Because I had no money, but I said
had
I will
no
scrounge my coins together to get
No
this
money,
Beyonce
sister.
album.
15 years old and impoverished. But
I was in
spiritually.
college.
Fed spiritually.
I remember it was like December, so I was like studying for finals or something. I was like, you know what? God is gonna have to carry me through these exams because Beyonce dropped an album and I need to figure it out.
I was like,
wow. And I can't believe. So when you saw the EXO video, you're like, oh
no,
like,
literally, I was like, oh my God, that's my mouth was dropped.
That
like
is
when
incredible.
she was recording, she's had an earpiece and you couldn't hear any music. She was just like lip syncing. So we're just thinking like, oh, what the fuck is she recording? We don't know. Like months pass.
That is an amazing story.
Yeah, I love that lady.
I love her down.
Like,
I saw her at the Mia Culpa premiere. I didn't talk to her, but she came in after the same day as the Trevante. Oh yes, I don't have tickets yet.
Okay, but you're going.
But
manifest.
In Jesus' name, we will be there. I'm gonna do MetLife.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to MetLife twice, and I'm going to London. I just don't play about that lady.
Oh my gosh,
gotta get a vacation.
I saw her once in person, and I was like upset. I couldn't breathe.
The beehive is buzzing.
I know the beehive is buzzing. I can't wait. What are you gonna wear?
Girl, I don't know. Beyonce gonna get some shit that's in my closet. I fear.
Okay, that's real.
I fear.
For Renaissance, I just like bought some stuff from Amazon.
I fear. I don't know. I think I love Beyonce, but when did we start dressing up for concerts? Like, when did we really start getting into
Renaissance?
Doing all this? Because it's just like.
Do you think it was a Renaissance tour though?
I don't even know because the white girls was dressing up for Taylor Swift.
Was it that?
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like, when did we stop going to concerts in t-shirts and? You know, like your the clothes out your closet.
The clothes that you have.
You just buy like a tour t-shirt and put that on over.
Yeah.
When did we stop doing that? Because I'm looking at some of the videos, like they were gagging this one creator talking about, oh, this is what you wearing a cowboy card. I said, damn, I didn't know you had to be the fashion bitch of fashion bitches.
And you already spent so much on the ticket. Like now I gotta be fitted up.
I gotta do all this. I'll tell you one thing though. I did go to college in Tennessee, so I do have an abundance of cowboy boots and an abundance of denim.
Yeah.
We just gonna back out. We're gonna see what fits me from the college days, and we'll go from there.
No, that's so real. I'm going to be Charlene, but like Jolene. That's what I was thinking. So I might get like a red little wig or something and like do like a little.
I have an old Halloween costume that's like Cowboy Carter that I wore for Halloween. So I think I might just back
with the sash.
Yeah, I might just back that out.
Listen,
it's like every other bitch there. I don't care.
I'm just there to see. Giselle
Beyonce.
and Blue and Rumi.
We've seen the
whole family.
Back out Sir next, and we good to go.
Our nieces and nephews.
Let me stop playing. Oh my God. Okay.
No, but Blue's been killing the boom cacks. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of her.
Child.
Oh my God.
I keep rewatching the America Has a Problem video. It's like so bad.
So much. And for the people that were talking about her, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Fuck y'all.
What do you have to say for yourself?
So you are obviously very accomplished, very entertaining, the whole shebang. Now like you said, you just turned 30. So if you had to name your next chapter, what would it be called? Like, because when I think about your 20s is like building, creating.
Yeah.
What would you call chapter 30 to 40?
Girl, hopefully some money. Like
praise him. Praise him.
I want to be on the yachts and like doing all that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like because I restarted my career when I was 24.
Yeah.
So I had already like I took a gap year. I took the MCAT. I did all that stuff. So I went back to school at 26 to get my master's.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like 5 years in. Kind of into this media thing.
Great run for 5 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, great.
Thank you. So I still feel like I'm kind of like behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I told you about like all my friend, like my best friend just bought a house and like all this stuff, and I'm just like,
I mean, well, you live here, so find a house.
Well, I'm not here. I'm a nomad, but still, I'm just like kind of like bouncing around and like still figuring out like what's next. So I really hope that I get some more stability in this space, and I kind of build my brand more I don't know, like I just want to be more solidified. I just want to be like solid, like this is the girl you go to for this and this, you know what I mean? I want to do like panels, I want to do, you know what I mean, like I want to be called on for me,
a thought leader,
you know what I mean? Like I just want to I want my brand era, Char as a brand era, to be from 30 to 40.
love it.
and beyond. But like, I hope that that's what that looks like for
Well,
me.
pro tip for the thought leader era, girl, just post on LinkedIn 2-3 times a week.
Listen, LinkedIn.
I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn has given me some great opportunities. Some of the panels, some of the things I've spoken at, I've been like, wow, it's just because I'm posting on
It's just because you post on LinkedIn, and everything has to be so impactful to you in your life on LinkedIn. Like, you have to be like,
I am elated to announce that I secured a bacon, egg, and cheese for under $5 today.
literally.
Like, that's literally me on LinkedIn.
Yes.
That's me on LinkedIn. Like, I was also able to get a watermelon Arizona for $1.
Literally.
Like, that's literally how you
That is LinkedIn.
But I love it.
But it works.
I love it. I scroll through LinkedIn like it's social media, like if it's like Twitter. Because I'm like,
But people do like brand deals on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
You've worked with LinkedIn?
Yeah.
I used to get in that bad.
It's very, very legitimate earning potential on LinkedIn.
One of my good friends works at LinkedIn, and she's like, you need to like.
Yeah, no, you need to post. I literally just got an email from someone at LinkedIn where it's like, hey, we saw one of your videos on TikTok. We love that video. Do you mind reposting it here on LinkedIn? We want to highlight it for like our our newsletter that goes out like every Monday. I said, you know what? Hell yeah. How many people were this newsletter? She said 22 million. Hell yeah.
Yes, no.
Girl, tell them to follow my ass immediately.
LinkedIn is where it's at.
It is where
But yeah, brand, like becoming a brand, making money. That's my next chapter. Like real money.
I love that. All right. Well, to close out, Girly Pop. So we do this fun little segment called What I'm Minding My Business On. So it's pretty much your observation on the world, and you close off, you're like, well, shit, let me mind my business, you know? So if I could think for me, I see a lot of sore losers in the world. People who don't know how to accept loss. People who don't know how to move on from like things happening where they're just like, damn, they'll take it out on everybody and their mother. But shit, let me mind my business, you know, because it's just really not my concern. What is something that you're thinking about now where you're just like, I see it, I peep it, it's a little weird, but I'm gonna have to mind my business?
I'm gonna talk about the the like pastors, like the like religious
psychosis
those like
killing our people.
those like podcasts where like the woman is like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Where it's like the pastor very clearly hates his wife.
The pastor
very clearly hates his wife.
And she's like, I would iron his clothes so he could go cheat on me. Because I felt led by God
to iron those clothes. I'm like, God didn't say that shit.
Or the guy will be like, she wasn't my type. I wanted light skin, slim, and here she is, dark, big
as hell.
But I was tired of, you know, not getting what I wanted. And then the girl is like, like just like cheesing, like from ear to ear, seeing all 32 teeth.
I'm like a dummy.
Yeah,
you're a dummy bitch. Yeah, that's how I be like, you're a dummy bitch.
Those types of things like would infuriate me. I'd be like, I hate that women feel this way. No. Like I used to be so bad. When I was in I used to be
listen, not no more. Can't do it.
I used to be big on like obviously I'm still like a feminist, like obviously.
But I've learned to shut the fuck up.
Sometimes you can't help them all. I said if you want to be embarrassed, if you want to be embarrassed by your husband every second, and you want him to show you how much he hates you every single day, that's on you, and that's your life. Exactly. If you felt led to iron his clothes so he could meet another woman, great, congratulations. Handshake for you. Here's a trophy. I don't want it anymore because I used to get so mad.
Shit.
That's what I'm minding my business on. That is what I'm minding my business on.
Oh my God. I felt that.
I seriously, and it's that one particular podcast too where it keeps happening.
Hilarious. My church next week, they're bringing in Pastor Holy Whore. Mr. Jamal Bryant is going to be the guest preacher at my church next week. I saw that shit. I said, that's the devil trying to reach me. I'm going to stay home.
You know, Jamal has some good little words though.
Jamal, I fear. The minute Monique opened the binder and called him Pastor Holy Whore, he was never going to be somebody that I took religious word from. I'm sorry.
I'm screaming.
To quote Monique, swinging his big D all over the congregation.
Wow, Monique. What an icon. What an episode.
I'm good.
What a reunion.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
But yes.
So where can the people find you if they want to locate you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. That's where I am primarily. And LinkedIn. So Charlene Masona for LinkedIn, at Char Masona for Instagram and TikTok.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Char.
Thank you for having me.
You guys will catch us next time. Yay!
I